making?
Beer bread is kind of like sourdough.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind
it could be kind of like sourdough. But we're making beer bread today. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. What we need to do is grate a cup of cheese. You can mix whatever cheese you want. So what types of cheeses we have here, Emily?
We call this
Munster.
monster cheese. What is mustard cheese? No, it says I can't even read it.
Let's open up.
I just want to put that.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah, that's my.
No, let's put a little bit of cheddar to give a little bit of a little sharp taste to it. I think beer and cheddar go really well, but also beer and mustard go really well.
The last time I grated a cheese, I actually grated my own hand.
I know.
But I didn't hurt myself.
Now, this is not a low caloric type of bread. This has a good amount of calories. It's awesome for winter when it's really, really cold. We're starting to get there.
Can I eat it?
You want a piece of cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a piece of cheese now. You'll see that the consistency is a little bit denser than regular breads, but it's phenomenal if you pair it with a good soup or a homemade broth. Something that you just think about, like when you're really cold and you want just something very cozy that will warm your heart. Now, a lot of people with intolerances and allergies, you can always figure out and try to tweak the recipe for whatever works for you. If you want to make it dairy-free cheese or lactose-free, or if you want to try making it gluten-free, all those amazing like alternative, I have not tried them. I did not try them, so I don't know. I can't say for sure, but why not? Just go for it. And when we're talking about just going for it, I think it's very important to take time and nourish your body, right? Because no matter what endeavor you're doing, wherever you're going, whatever plans you have, you need fuel, and you need to nourish that body of yours in order to achieve great things. We always thought about like how education is one of the most important things in order to achieve things and become someone, but I feel like food goes hand in hand. You can't function properly if you're not nourished. If your cells, if your organs, if everything is not working, then all the knowledge in the world cannot fight sickness or disease.
I'm her assistant.
You're the chef today. That was just like a brief note of like how important food is.
Okay, talk all over there. What are you doing?
All right, first of all, we're gonna do 2.5 cups of flour.
Okay.
Go for it.
Are we gonna put any sugar?
No, I mean honey. Hold on, sift. Like this. Hold this. And the best way to sift, hold it. You go like this. Ta. See, it's like almost like powdered sugar. If it looks like. Wait, let me finish this. Okay, you can put it in.
Now can I do it?
Now you can do it.
Wait.
You can do it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that you're gonna figure it out, right? It's okay when you make a mess, but focus on what you have to do. We're adding 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're adding 3 teaspoons of baking
powder. Or baking powder.
2. Oh, I like that, baking powder.
Comment down below if baking powder or baking powder is the best.
All right, we're also adding a teaspoon of salt. Good job.
Can I mix with my hands?
Let me finish this. Mixing with your hands?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we sifted all the flour, and you see these little guys, we don't want them in the bread. See if I can make sure show closer. These little guys over here, you don't want them in the bread. You want them to be powdered as finely as possible. Otherwise, they're gonna make little weird clumps, and when you take a nice bite of that bread, it's gonna taste really
bad.
Not really bad, but it's just gonna be a weird taste. So another thing that we're adding here is, what is this? Rosemary. You can add whatever spice or herb you like. We're just gonna get a good amount of rosemary. Oh, actually, woo, we finished it. All right, what we're gonna add here?
Cheese.
A cup of Munster and cheddar cheese.
Can I have more?
You want more cheese? Okay. We also need a little bit of water to help this come together. Can you get a 4th cup of water?
Okay.
Yay! Honey? Yes. Just a drizzle. And now,
mix with our hands?
no, we have to add the beer. Once it's cooked, the alcohol, it's gonna go away, it's gonna evaporate, so it won't taste, you won't have a very strong alcohol taste, and also it's kid friendly, so you guys can do it. Alright?
Yeah, the kids can do it too.
We're putting it in, and it's gonna make a very interesting chemical reaction. We're gonna show. See. What we're doing is just mixing it, and then we're gonna put it in the crock pot. We're gonna put it
I thought
on.
we were gonna mix with our hands.
This is not a very mixable with your hands as much, because it's a little bit sticky. I didn't put a lot of flour, because I didn't want it to make it I didn't want it too dense. Okay, so you see what it's gonna look like? It's almost like a denser pancake batter. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit of parchment paper.
But nothing can stick to it because your iPhone. That iPhone, live it. I know I'm not helping. I'm not helping at all.
Yeah, you are. You're a great helper. So now we're gonna scoop it in.
Can I do it? Can I do that?
Okay.
I'm gonna do the honors.
You're gonna do the honors. We're gonna cook it on high for about
an hour.
2 to 4 hours. You have to check. Do not open the lid, though. You'll know because it will be brown on the sides. But if you open the lid, it takes away moisture and it lets the heat go away, like the heat escapes, and then you have to add at least half an hour more. Okay, so I'm gonna close the lid, I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna let it cook for 2 hours, check, and then see from there if I have to add a couple more hours. Yes!
Yes!
Who's excited? This is like...
You have to have a see-through lid. You have to have the see-through. A see-through.
It's been 2 hours. And it's not quite ready. You see, in the middle, it still needs a little bit. So I am going to give another hour. Okay, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. And you can see that it's golden brown, all the edges. I am going to, let's do if I can, let's try to open. Because now, oh, amazing. You see? I'm going to touch the middle just to make sure that, yep, it's done. And here it is. If you want the top a little bit more brown, you just put it in the broiler in the oven for a couple of minutes. And this is the end result.